and I had a Morton pestle, and I
Yeah,
would do things,
yeah.
and my grandmother was horrified because she was like, you know, this is darkness.
Yeah.
But I was like, Nanny, you know, that's what I call my grandmother. It's a Christian. Satan is a Christian concept. We don't even acknowledge Satan.
Yeah.
We acknowledge, you know, the goddess and the god, and that the goddess is, you know, Mother Nature, and the earth goddess and the sun god, and so I didn't see the darkness in it. But I do remember that my parents thought it was quite comedic that I was into witchcraft, because they were kind of more into A Course of Miracles and conversations with God and channeling and things. And they thought, saying that their daughter was a witch, and that they bought me a broomstick and things, which I kept outside my bedroom. They bought me some books on witchcraft, and I could see in there that it was quite dark, you know, that there was sexual rituals and nudity, and I was like, oh, that's a bit, that, you know, that's not, like I could, and so I kind of moved away from that. And then, you know...
How old were you at this point?
Oh, it's probably about...
So you're still at school?
Yeah, I was probably about 13, 14.
Okay, yeah.
And we did, there were always tarot cards, and we would go to mediums, and one thing I remember very, very clearly was we had this angel board. It was called an angel board, but effectively it was a Ouija board. And, you know, you'd put the glass thing on there, and you would ask a question, and the angels would give you a message. And the interesting thing is that the question would be asked, and I would get like a download of what it was going to be before it even moved. And I, when I became a Christian, you know, I renounced all that occult activity and had needed deliverance for a lot of that stuff. But interestingly, I've had someone prophetically say recently to me that there were gifts that God had put in me from birth, and while they were channeled towards the occult, they weren't all evil.
I understand.
And that God can restore those. So I think that even then I had kind of a spiritual insight.